I would like to see women in the next 15 years being in places where decisions are being made, whether they're in schools, whether they're in universities, whether they're in local authorities, in hospitals, anywhere.
Yes, and having a very diverse bench of judges and magistrates. I'd like to see this bench made up of a wide variety of men, women, from different backgrounds, ethnicities, some people with disabilities. I'd just like to be much more reflective of the society and the communities that it serves.
The change I would like to see is that the future generations, they don't have the baggage that the previous generation had holding them back. I want them to strive in every aspect of public and private life. I want them to have all of those equal opportunities in every sector that will help them advance for a meaningful life.
What I'd like to see is every single person having contributed to greater rights, to greater women's rights, to equality across the board. I think we can all play a role. It's about changing social norms. It's about our own agency in the areas of influence that we have. It's about networking, working together to ensure change of policies and laws.
Is for organisations like Muslim Women's Network, MWNUK, all the other women's organisations out there to carry on and be stronger and get young women and girls involved in having a voice and making a difference to society and to the world.
See women in 15 years is to be leaders in the family and in the community and raise their voices for what's right.
Not only do we have to tackle discrimination at all levels, but on a daily basis, in families, in communities, we need to make sure that women's voices are heard and women and men are there fighting for gender justice across society.
I would like to see women be able to get up in the morning and realise and remember that they can do and be whatever they want to be and that they have nothing limiting them in doing so.
I would like us to make significant progress towards a world of equal power. For example, I think it is possible and achievable for us to get to 50-50 representation here in the House of Commons within the next 15 years.
In the next 15 years, I would like to see a new nation of women, empowered women, from the smallest organisations to government organisations, leading in all types of jobs, roles and responsibilities.
Is that the discriminatory practices against women to not be justified in the name of the religion. Practices such as unjustified polygamy, such as violence against women, to be stopped, and boys and girls in the Muslim families to be given equal rights, opportunities and entitlements.
The next generation of young women to have roles in larger institutions, both public and the private sector.
I would like to see is, yes, women in power, but also what women represented. We are the British culture. We're Muslim women, part of the British culture, but we are not represented.
I would like to see women becoming leaders, not just, training them to or accomplishing their education, but also having that mindset of becoming leaders.
I'd like to see more women in positions of power, more representation in Parliament, and I'd like to see more women coming into the workforce in areas that are very male dominated, like technology and science.
The change I would like to see in the next 15 years is parity, regardless of your gender, of your faith, of your colour. I've worked in a sports environment for so many years where all of those things are quite an issue and there is no parity. So I would like to see that change, that we all get on an equal footing.
Next 15 years, I would like to see greater representation of women in all media outlets. I want to see our experiences reflected in the characters that we watch on television.